Hey everybody, Papa Todd Takes. I am Papa Todd. Let's talk a little bit about WNBA action or inaction. How do we want to put it this week, huh? So the WNBA banned trans people from playing, or have they just singled out two individuals and not given any reason? Let's talk about it a little bit here. First of all, like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. I do enjoy you guys coming on. I really appreciate every one of you guys that's willing to come on here and click like and subscribe. It really helps me out as I try to build something here. So, but anyway, so it sounds like the WNBA came out. Well, first of all, Enes Kanter after the stunt the other night, and it was a stunt. Anybody who says it's not, it is, right? So, but it was a stunt. Now, the question is, he was in there, and then Natasha Cloud went after him first, right? And so there's specific rules against players, and they're supposed to receive heavy fines because they can't, these WNBA players just can't shut the hell up. They just got to just direct. It's just the biggest attention whores I've ever seen. And that's all it was. Like, she goes charging across the court, then yelling, trying to get the crowd all riled up about it because, yeah, obviously the entire crowd is pro-trans children, which is what you guys are saying, right? God. You guys are just really that ignorant. But anyway, so she clearly broke rules. There's nothing about her, but yet Enes Kanter was banned from Wintrust Arena, which I don't have a problem with, right? Because he did step forward. He shouldn't have done that, dumbass, right? He stepped onto the court, or on the skirts of the court anyway, which they were within their rights to remove him at that point in time. However, the WNBA, who's just showed out this year that they absolutely refuse to push rules against their own people that check boxes, right? So we do remember the whole betting thing. Paige Beckers and Angel Reese, the whole betting thing, nothing happened there. They didn't even address it. They just ignore it, right? And so the Alyssa Thomas thing where she put her fist on Caitlin Clark's throat and they gave her suspension, but that was panty waste. There was just nothing to meet about that. And now Natasha Cloud goes out and starts assaulting people in the stands. Well, you can't do that. Can we just pretend to be fucking professionals? Can we just pretend for one game instead of being this just drama bullshit, just game after game after game? It's just, wow, you guys are just, man, if it wasn't so funny, it would be sad, you know, but it's funny because grown women out there acting like complete idiots, and then you're pro women's sports, and the WNBA, the Women's National Basketball Association, cannot define a woman and stand up for people faking to be women. That's what's going on. At the end of the day, that's all this is about. So they came out and they said that Royce White and Enes Kanter are not eligible to join the league, and it's just because, well, deep down inside they can read their minds and that it's all a publicity stunt. Well, I happen to agree, it probably is. However, there's still no definition. They refuse to define it other than they'll just selectively point people in and out, and that, my friends, is an excellent opportunity for a lawsuit because they refuse to define it. They will not do it. So why are you singling certain individuals out? I mean, they're both black. Is that why? I think they are. Right? I don't know what they identify as. I mean, hell. Are they men? Are they women? Are they fruit flies? I mean, what's the limits? You got to set limits, WNBA. You actually got to spell this out because now you've started to exclude people. And you got to have reasons for it, right? Or do you not? Because you get away with this bullshit for years and years and years. It's just bullshit. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go on and talk about Caitlin Clark. So I saw this picture. I got home late at night. I got home. It was after 6 tonight by the time I got home. So I didn't have much time, ate a little supper, and was kind of paging through my phone on there, and I saw this picture going around about Caitlin Clark's arms with all the scratches on it. Does Olivia Miles' arms look like that? I haven't looked. I'm guessing not. That clown show, right? She's a good guard, but she's not in Caitlin Clark's range. And whenever she does get guarded, which is just by one team, she falls flat on her face. She sucks. I shouldn't say she sucks. She doesn't put up the numbers that everybody's putting up there, right? So at the end of the day, I did some quick research here, and I'm like, so who gets harshest defense? I'm putting it in ChatGPT, I'm putting it in Copilot and all these kind of things, and it keeps coming out. Nobody gets guarded like Caitlin Clark. Nobody gets guarded like her, and Olivia Miles doesn't either. And Olivia Miles doesn't have any of this, not near the assists. So at the end of the day, she's the rookie of the year. I don't think anybody would argue with that. She's not the MVP. Caitlin Clark should be hands down clearly the MVP. And you can make the argument all you want that A'ja Wilson's the best player, but that's not the award. It's not the award. The MVP, who's the most valuable player? And if you break those things down, that you can't convince me there's an argument to be made for anybody else. There is nobody of the value that Caitlin Clark is worth. So can we stop with the Olivia Miles for MVP bullshit, and let's face it down to what it actually is. It is Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. No. Even though Angel did set some badass record. Yeah, like 26 rebounds, I think, was what I saw. But it's A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark. That nobody else should even be brought up in a conversation. It's just bullshit, fabricated bullshit. So there you go. That's the way it should be. So, guys, I'm signing off. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go try to get a good night's sleep. Hope everything's going well for everybody this week. Let's finish out the week strong. Keep thinking for yourselves, folks. Go Fever.